Back to the basics. I told y'all I'm coming for y'all astral projecting ass cult leaders, and I'm doing this to protect the young impressionable minds who be prone to believe in y'all hallucinations. Let's go. Now I'm gonna make it very simple for y'all. In order to protect yourself from these Negroes and their psychedelic voyages, all you need to do is know one concept called experimental contamination, because that's the primary factor that makes all these fools' astral projections null and void. And while we at it, you might as well give this video a like, a share, and a comment to help push me past the shadow ban, because I'm the only nigga on the internet giving y'all this breakdown. So our good friend Mr. Google says experimental contamination is the unintended presence of foreign substances, genetic material, or environmental factors that, this is the important part, compromise data integrity. Okay, now when these people are giving you these prophecies or these visions, that's data, right? Now, how do we know the integrity of this data, huh? How do we know that? Well, most of the times we just have to believe. Means we don't know what these people are saying as facts. We just have to believe because they're very convincing, very charismatic in their delivery. And so now we just kind of feel they play in our emotions. I'm gonna break something down to y'all. First, I'm gonna give y'all the real science of our bodies, because that's where all of this comes from. Me being an ambassador for the ancient African priesthoods that the New Agers actually got some of this information and corrupted it from, I put my integrity on the line that I would only give you the information as it was received from the elders. You understand? This is not me making this information up. I'm passing down information that was preserved and protected by the African ancestors of ancient times, transmitted all the way from generation to generation up to the days that we're living in now. This is the way that they have preserved the information on the highest level of the ancient African priesthoods, not the 33, not the 36, but the 360 and the 49,000. This ancestral information comes directly from the 49,000 truths of the ancient people who used to live for thousands of years. So the way that they understood it and learned it and taught it, this is the way I'm teaching it to you. This is not me hallucinating or astral projecting to give you this information. I'm literally just a messenger passing you what came from our ancestors in the most preserved way that we have it. So first of all, as human beings, we have 12 bodies. 7 of the bodies are physical bodies. And the reason we have 7 physical bodies is because all things that exist in the physical world, they condense into reality. They manifest into the physical reality in 7 stages, starting with magnetism. Magnetism condenses into electricity. Electricity condenses into light. Light condenses into the most important substance, which is the central one, ether. Ether is what the Ba, or the spirit, is made of. This is what we have inside of our body as complete human beings, meaning black people. This is what white people are missing, which is what makes them not black, non-black. Ether is what the white man's science does not yet understand and will never understand. This is the most sacred substance in our culture, in our sacred culture. This is what all the secrets really rotate and orbit around, the ether. Ether then further condenses into what we call air. Air condenses into liquid, and then liquid condenses into solid, or what we call the earth, right? That's how the earth came into existence, through those 7 stages. Now, 5 of the bodies are spiritual bodies. These bodies are dependent on the physical body to exist. So the difference between the spiritual bodies and the physical bodies is the physical bodies exist first. The spiritual bodies develop after the physical body exists and begins living and is, just living. Okay, so now the 5 spiritual bodies are: 1, the mental body, which is like your thoughts. This is developed by the thoughts that you have. The will body, and that's your will, developed by the will that you exercise in life. The emotional body, this is developed by the emotions, right? The desire body, or this is what people in modern times call the astral body. And this is very key and important to understand, that the astral body is in ancient times known as the desire body. Then the last body is written incorrectly here on the graphic, but it's called the action body. This is made up of your actions. Now that we've identified and acknowledged our 12 bodies of man, we're now ready to debunk astral projection and the experimental contamination that is prone to come with it. As we can put 2 and 2 together, you see astral body is desire body. That's the problem, is the desires of man. It's a very natural and a very systematic reaction that happens when the desires of man influences one's experience. It has the natural capacity to do that. It can naturally transform your entire reality, your desire. You get me? So that's the reason why it's dangerous, because the desire of the person who's astral projecting, is contaminating the data, basically, contaminating the experience of the person. So with that being said, that's the main factor why we have to be careful. And in part 2, I'm going to go in more detail about desire, so you guys can get some evidence from the ancient world as to what I'm saying. This, brothers and sisters, is why it's so important that we respect the order that the ancients established, the tribal society. That's why Memorandum 46 from the U.S. government is critical for them to enforce behind the scenes and through agents that's in our face on social media, giving us disinformation and actually weaponized information like this diaspora war stuff, because the ones who preserve the ancient and sacred records, remember the purpose of Africa. Forget about what you see on the superficial side, the physical side. The purpose is the most important thing, and the purpose of Africa remaining undeveloped in the modern time was specifically and primarily to preserve the ancient knowledge and wisdom for the time that we're living in now. That's why we must reconnect there to get the power, the real power. Y'all love watching X-Men. Y'all hate being X-Men. Y'all love watching Black Panther. Y'all hate being Wakanda, but you love Wakanda. It's time to be Wakanda, not just watch Wakanda. Now,